everybody. Hey, just got done making this recipe. This is what it looks like. You're going to want to make this, but make it for yourself first, because if you make it for others, they're going to want to eat the whole entire thing, and you will too. So make it for yourself first, and then make it for everybody else, because you're not going to want to share, and they're not going to want to share. It's going to cause a fight. So let's get started. All right, everybody, you remember those days of the TV dinners when we were growing up? So one favorite that always stuck with me was Salisbury Steak. And I'm going to show you. Let's get a pound of ground beef ready and start adding these ingredients so we can make our meat. And then I'll show you the recipe for my gravy. And let's get this cooking. It is truly an amazing meal, and especially you'll probably want to make some potatoes with this. Mashed potatoes always work best. Let's get started. So in a large bowl, you want to get your pound of ground beef. You can use whatever type you want. I actually use about 85%. And I get it from the local meat market because it just tastes better. And it actually cooks better too. But then you're going to want to get a quarter cup of breadcrumbs. I use panko breadcrumbs. So we're going to dump that in there. We're also going to get our tomato paste, and you'll need 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. So we got our 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. We're going to add Worcestershire sauce next. 1 teaspoon. Okay, we got that added. 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder. And I also use 1 teaspoon of ground mustard. I used to use regular mustard and even tried Dijon mustard with this. To me, the taste wasn't there, so I started using ground mustard. Plus, I don't always have Dijon mustard, so it's either yellow mustard or ground mustard, so 1 teaspoon of that. So for the pepper, I actually like to use about 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. If I'm making this for other people, I put a little more if I'm making it for me. So 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. Now for this, you can use salt. I'm going to use a little Johnny's seasoning salt. But the gravy is going to have salt in it, so you don't want to oversalt this. In fact, I usually don't put any salt, but I want to put a little Johnny's in this one. And let's get this mixed up. And so what we're going to do is mix this up and divide it into, you can make 4 patties easily with this. So let's just do it into 4 patties. You can make them how big as you want, but I'm going to do 4. So for this next part, we're going to go ahead. We got these in the 4 regular size little balls. We're going to flatten them out to about probably 1/4 inch to 1 inch thick. So we're going to have 4 burger patties basically. And I just press them in the palm of my hand. You can use whatever you want to press them. But while that is done, you're going to want to put some oil in a pan, probably maybe about a tablespoon of oil, and heat the pan medium to high. You want to get it hot so that way when you drop these burgers in, they get a good crispiness, and I'll show you. So we got our oil in our pan, and it's heating up. So what we want to achieve with this is we want to cook these patties for about 3 minutes per side, and we want them to where they are brown and have a little bit of a burnt to it, a crisp. So let's get started on that. So we're going to let these cook for 3 minutes. We've got them in there, and let's come back and flip each side. You're going to want to need to cut up 1 onion So you can use a medium or a large size, and you're going to probably want to use between a half cup and a cup of mushrooms. Cut those up. And as soon as these are done, in about 6 minutes, then we'll get started on the onions and the mushrooms. So it's been 3 minutes. Let's flip the burgers. Oh my God, look at that. Oh, I love crispy. Oh, it's so beautiful. So we're gonna go ahead and come back at 3 minutes. Oh, so beautiful. All right, it's been 6 total minutes. We're gonna take these off and put them to the side. So we're gonna put these on a plate, and then I'll tell you the rest of the ingredients so we can start our gravy. So we're going to add in the flour and the garlic powder at this point. This is what your stuff should look like. And then, so then we slowly mix in our beef broth. Okay, so we got that going. I turn this on low. What we want to do is we would just want to kind of slowly mix this in. And it'll thicken. And you can see it's already thickening. So we just want to slowly keep mixing it in. So for this next part, you just want to make sure none of the flour is sticking to the bottom. You want to bring this to a boil, and it will thicken. And we're going to cook this for a minute so that way it gets lower in temperature. You want to make sure that no flour is on the bottom. Oh, it smells so good. You're going to love this, trust me. Okay, so we're bringing our mixture to a boil. We're going to go ahead and add that Worcestershire sauce in this step. Oh, it smells so good. And then you'll start to see it thicken, then we want to lower the heat on this. So we brought it to a boil. Now we're going to go ahead and add our last and final ingredient in this before we add back in the patties. So I'm going to go ahead and add in that tablespoon of butter and let this thicken. It's very important that you are continuing to scrape that bottom of the pan. Make sure all the flour is off of there. It's thickening up real nice. The butter is just melted. So now let's go ahead and add our patties into this. And here is our last one. So we're going to go ahead and add our patties into this. We're going to cook it about, I usually cook it no longer than like between 7-8 minutes, because we want to have that beef, it's already crispy on top. We want this to cook on low heat and basically boil down. And then if you're going to serve it with potatoes, I would imagine you're going to use mashed potatoes, instant mashed potatoes. So that's a good idea. Let's just get some of those going right now while this is cooking down. Wow, look at that. She's done. Let's get this transferred to a plate. Looks so amazing. Smells so amazing. So I got the potatoes down first, and I like to put those down first. Then I would like to put a little gravy on top of those potatoes. So we got our gravy on our potatoes. Now let's add the Salisbury steaks. All right, look at that. So beautiful. It is so amazing. Let's take a bite of this. We're gonna let it cool off for a couple of minutes and come back. Look at that. It's so beautiful. This is how I remember. It didn't look as good in a TV dinner, but I look forward to it. You could buy those TV dinners sometimes like 10 for $1. So that was a long time ago in a faraway place. But let's get ready for that bite. All right, we let it cool down. Let's get a bite. I want some potatoes. Oh, look at that. That gravy and that meat, it's just like how I remember it. Not even joking. And I believe those were Banquet TV dinners. Probably still can get them today, but they're probably $100 million. So thank you, everybody. I have more great recipes coming out. Check out my channel. There are so many good, inexpensive recipes, and you truly can save money, learn how to cook great meals, and enjoy very good meals. You make all the meals in my channel, and people think you've been cooking for like 400,000 years. So thank you very much.